Okay, so this is going to be our follow-up video to the booking blitz that we did tonight. I had to get my kids changed in bed and everything, so I didn't do it directly after. But here it is now. So, we've done our booking blitz. We had pretty good success with it. It was just myself and Ashley who made it online at the same time. But between the two of us, we've already booked 5 parties in 30 minutes. And I have 3 people to call back tomorrow. I didn't get all the way through my list. I have 3 people to call back tomorrow, and I left about 9 voicemails. And I'm still, actually right now, getting Facebook messages back from a couple of little Facebook messages that I sent. So it was definitely a success. I definitely want all of you to try it, watch the first video with the instructions, and do it yourself. I'm giving everyone until Sunday night, so August 11th at 10 p.m. to do this booking blitz, and post on the Facebook a link to the video with how many points you got based on the instruction video, and then I will have a prize for the winner. And I mean, everybody wins because everybody booked parties. So it's awesome. Okay, so following up with a booking blitz. So now you've got these parties booked. You want to make the most of the party and make sure that you keep this momentum going. The momentum that you have now, you're all pumped up, you've got a bunch of parties booked. You want to keep that going. So there is an idea that I've heard, and I haven't tried it yet. I sort of do half of it already, but I definitely want to give this a shot. I think it's a wonderful idea, and I want to share it with all of you so you can try it too. It's called the 2-2-2 rule. So basically, when you do a party, 2 days after the party, you want to call every guest individually and just say, you know, it was great to meet you, thank them for their order. You can let them know either I've submitted the order already and it should be here in about 2 to 3 weeks, or I'm going to be submitting the party tomorrow night. If there's anything extra that you want to add on to your order, just let me know. A lot of people do find, people who have done this, do find that they do get guests adding on to the order after they go home and think about it and browse through the catalog one more time. Chances are they're going to find something else that they want. So 2 days after, then 2 weeks after you've delivered the party order to your host. So mark it down the day that you delivered it, and then mark it down 2 weeks later that you want to do your callbacks. So 2 weeks after you've delivered the party to your host, you want to call each guest individually again, and just make sure they got it okay, make sure they're happy with the product they got, how are they liking the warmer, are they happy with the scents they picked, that kind of stuff. And then you just want to ask if it's okay if you follow up with them in about 2 months to see if they need anything else. Most people are going to say yes. You know, checking in with me in 2 months from now isn't really a big deal to most people. So make sure you ask. And at that point, you know, if it comes up in the conversation, you can mention either host incentives that you might have or specials going on for that month. Every time you talk to a customer or a guest from a party, you want to make sure that you are hinting or mentioning something about booking their own party and having their own party. So 2 days, and then 2 weeks, and then 2 months. So 2 months after you've made that second phone call, you want to mark it down on your calendar, follow up with, again, each individual guest, and just ask them if they're still enjoying it, how they're doing for wax, are they going to need more pretty soon, and let them know about any specials that are on for hosting or joining. So that's an awesome thing that I'm definitely going to start doing, especially this fall with things getting so busy. It's a really, really great time in the fall for recruiting. People are thinking about it more. Christmas is coming. People need that extra cash. So this is kind of a way to make sure that you are following up with every single person all the time. So make sure you write it down on your calendar and keep up with it. The hardest part is setting aside the time throughout the week to sit down and have peace and quiet and make some phone calls. But I guarantee you, if you do it, it will be worth it. So that's that. I also wanted to talk about what you actually do at the party. At every party, you want to make it your goal to book more parties from that party. So my goal is always I want to book 3 parties at every party I do. Now that kind of depends, because it depends on how big the party is. Normally if I have about 8 to 10 people, I would say 3 is a good goal to have. I like to use the booking game. I call it the envelope game. There is a YouTube video that I did on that on my channel, so you can check that out with instructions on how to do it. But I find it's really, really successful for me. I have had a couple of parties that it hasn't worked for, but that's going to happen with everything. But I've mostly had really great success with it. So basically, when you're at the party and you're doing your presentation, you want to keep it short and sweet. The home party is like you're making an impression on those people, and you want them to like you, and you want them to want to come back to you when they need more wows. Because there are other Scentsy consultants out there, and a lot of people will know somebody else who sells, or somebody's sister, or somebody's friend, or whatever. So as long as you are providing wonderful customer service and you're likable and friendly, they're going to continue to come back to you. People are very loyal when it comes to stuff like this. So you want to keep your presentation short and sweet. 10 minutes is about perfect. After the 10-minute point, you kind of start to lose people's attention. So start with your Scentsy story. Don't go through the entire catalog page by page and explain every single product. Start with your Scentsy story. Tell them why you're doing what you do and why you love what you do. You know, talk about the opportunity and how if anybody else wants some information about doing what I do and joining my team, I have join packages here that I can send home with you tonight. Just short, like, I don't know, 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes, talk about your Scentsy story and why you love what you do. Then you want to talk about hosting. So now how I normally go into that is I'll talk about my Scentsy story, and then I'll get everyone to pick up their catalog and just say, okay, I'm going to go through your catalog really quickly with you and just let you know what's inside. So I always have the My Scentsy Love It list inside, so I'll explain how that works. It's a list of all 80 scents. As we're passing around the baskets later on and smelling, you can mark down which ones you like and don't like, blah, blah, blah. I'll explain the monthly flyer for the Warm of the Month and Scent of the Month. Order form, I'll kind of give a really quick how to fill out your order form. Don't worry about product codes. Just write down the name of what it is that you want. And then there is the blank envelope. So everybody has a blank envelope in their catalog, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but basically, if you want to open it, there's a prize inside. Book a party, you get to open your envelope, and the prize is inside you get at your party. You want to make sure that you ask every single person at the end of the party when they are placing their orders and you're totaling up their order form for them. You want to make sure you ask again. You want to talk to every single person individually about hosting. So, you know, just a quick little, so do you think you might be interested in hosting a party? I've got my booking calendar out here with some star dates that I have available. And if they say no, you ask for their envelope back. If they say yes, they get to open it. Another really big thing that's important at a party is to not be the consultant who's sitting in a corner waiting for people to ask questions or waiting to take their orders. You want to be working the room. You want to be talking to people, making friends. That's the whole reason we do what we do. That is the whole reason we're successful at what we do. Is this business is about building relationships with people. And if people like you and feel comfortable with you and trust you, they're going to give you their money. Or they're going to host a party, or they're going to want to join your team over somebody else's team if they decide they want to join Scentsy. So yeah, so the 2-2-2 rule in terms of following up and providing great customer service, and your presentation at a party, and working the room and networking and meeting every single person. Another thing that I like to do too, to make sure that you get everybody's email address for your newsletter and phone number so that you can follow up, is I always highlight the sections at the top of the order form that they need to fill out, and then you can always offer something. If everybody fills out all of the pink highlighted spots at the top of their order form, then our host is going to get an extra little gift tonight, and I'll give her a free bar wax or a hand lotion or something at the end of the night if everybody's filled out all the information, because that benefits me, so it's worth paying the whatever it is, $4 or $5 for a gift for the host. So that's it. So thank you to Ashley for participating with me in the Booking Blitz. It was a lot of fun, and I really can't wait to watch Facebook and see how everybody else does with it, and see your statuses and the reactions people have to your statuses, and see how many parties we can get booked. So watch the instruction video, do your booking blitz, follow up with people, comment with your points so I can pick a winner on Sunday night, and have fun. Okay.